Hello and welcome to episode 48 of the Nethergreen podcast. This is the best we're ever going to sound. And
this is the best that we've ever sounded, and we've said that so far in every single episode leading up to this, and we're going to continue to say it.
Yeah, because we're just getting better and better.
Just getting better consistently. Also, I do find it really funny. I've noticed it, and I'm going to keep noticing it now. And now that I mention it, you're going to notice it as well. Mm-hmm. But it is mildly humorous how we're both just like peering over the top of the pop filters to one another. It's just kind of funny.
That's the newest upgrade. We've got pop filters now, so that we can pop our P's a little bit more consistently. Pop.
Or hopefully less. Yeah, you won't hear it as much.
Yeah.
But maybe we now sound generic, just like all of the other podcasters.
Yeah, but that's kind of what we want. We do want to sound, like you said, you were comparing it to the Joe Rogan podcast, which, by the way, much more expensive equipment, much more consistent layout. That's the wrong podcast to compare it to, but that's also, that's kind of what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how are you?
I'm doing good.
By the way, I'm your host, Bradley.
Oh, and I'm your host, Hector.
Yes, and we're joined by a guest.
This is the Nethergreen podcast.
Yeah, this is Nethergreen. This is episode 48. No guests today. No real topics either. I've got like 5-6 little ones.
But
yeah, how are you?
Topics, yeah. I mean, this past, since we last did the episode of the podcast, it's been busy. I've been. Did I tell you in the last one that I'd been like interviewing people? Did I talk about the co-founder matching?
Yeah, you talked about that woman. And
I did talk about that on
the
podcast,
business Tinder, whatever it is. Yeah.
So I can actually give an update now. Interesting update. Oh, are you ready?
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I am starting to have my doubts about this woman in particular.
Oh no,
Denise is her name.
But you seem so sure. I even asked you in the last one. I was like, "Are you sure it's going to be this one?" And you were like, "Yes." Yeah, this is the one.
I seemed sure because I thought to myself, we just need a woman on the team and then we're sorted. But the problem is, this woman, she doesn't seem to have a lot of drive, motivation, keenness. She doesn't seem keen about the project, inquisitive, none of the important features that you would hope from someone who's joining a business venture. So I've started actively looking for people to replace her.
I mean, what makes you say that though? How is she not?
Well,
just because she's not like messaging you every fucking hour about it? Like,
it's more about like the questions that she's asking and the implications that has. I'll elaborate on that. Let's say, for example, like you and me, we're going to do like either like a script or a movie or some sort of production.
Maybe even a podcast. Could you imagine if we had a podcast?
How silly. But imagine we're doing some sort of production together and they go away, do some research, and I come back and I say, there's already a production that's doing this. How are we going to differentiate? How are we going to be different? And to me, I instantly thought, well, that's kind of your job to figure that out, or to like propose something, not just ask me. Like, you did bare minimum research, discovered that we have competition, and then immediately stopped working.
Yeah.
Whereas what she should have done is she should have seen, hey, we have competition, and then thought, right, how can we make ourselves different? And then in the meeting, she should have said something like, I found this competition, X, Y, and Z. Here are my proposals for how we need to change the product so that we're different to the competition, right? That's someone who's taken the time to look into things.
Yeah.
Someone who hasn't taken the time to look into things is someone who's just done a little bit of research, found one bit of information that might suggest she has to do slightly more work, and then essentially gave up. Right.
I had a lot of, this is really disappointing for me too. I had a lot of faith in this woman.
I had a lot of faith as well. Yeah, she seemed very keen, but no, I mean,
fuck you, Delia.
Yeah, Denise. Yeah, Denise.
Yeah.
And I've been saying her name wrong. I thought it was like Denise, but it's not. It's Denise. Yeah, it's Denise. Yeah,
that's quite funny.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the reason why. Yeah, that's the implication that I got.
Did you talk to Georgie Porgy about the fact that you've kicked him out of the grain?
Oh, Georgie, yeah. And
how did he take it?
He took it really well, actually. He's still going to work on the project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pussy.
He's still going to work on the project, which is nice. I mean, which I also
he should
get.
set up his own rival company. Is what he should do.
Yeah. But I kind of get it because it's still something that he gets to put on his portfolio, and it's going to be like 5 other people working on it. So it's basically free stuff to put on his portfolio. So for him, it's a plus either way, whether he's a founder or not. Yeah, which is fair.
But yeah, you're finding more people.
I'm finding more people. And I guess at the same time, I've also thought, well, you know what? I should spread myself out. So I shouldn't put all my eggs in one basket. And so I found a couple of other guys who are doing their own business ventures, and I said, well, you know, if you need a technical guy, you know, I'm all ears. And there was one guy who said, you're all ears. I need someone with fingers who can type on a keyboard. That's what we need, yeah. And there's one guy who said he wants to make like an app for like people that are renting. He basically said he wants to make like Rightmove. And I thought, wow. That's the caliber of and I was so tempted to be like, I should just do a little bit of research and be like, how are we going to differentiate?
How are we going to defeat Rightmove?
Yeah, but yeah, so there's some really terrible business ideas out there. You'd be surprised. There's some really bad ones out there.
No, I wouldn't be that surprised. I could probably come up with a few bad ones myself. Like, what if it was a company that rated different cheeses based on purely smell. And it was a subscription, so you have to pay £10 a month in order to get access, and it's all rated by one guy who doesn't have a nose.
Yeah. Well, how about this? Rentaplant.com. You rent plants.
Yeah.
Right. And you have no way of knowing what the plant is going to look like, and they don't actually have a shop.
And if you kill the plant, you get fined like $100.
You get fined loads of money. But also, there's no shop. You don't rent the plant from the shop. The way they started this business, right? The way they started this business from the ground up, they didn't buy any plants. They hired customers, so they found customers, and they said, all right, here's the way our business model works. You post your plants to someone else, and then someone else will post their plants to you, right? Smart. And you just pay us a little bit of money, right? So it's basically all these people swapping their plants around, and you never know what you're going to get, right? Yeah. You never know what's going on.
That's a really bad business.
And it's not even a fresh plant. It's a plant from someone else's house.
Yeah.
Right,
it's covered in cigarette ash.
Exactly. There'll be some bad eggs in the pot, some bad eggs in the pot that just like to cause a little bit of mischief and mayhem, and they'll purposefully really fuck up the plants and leave some little tricks in the plants and send them to the next person.
How about nameabrick.com, where you can name a brick anything, any brick in the entire world.
Yeah.
No, nothing. That's it. That's the entire site. They don't send you the brick. They don't tell you where it is.
Or how about nameachild.com? Because, people, there's lots of people who are like, oh, what should we name our child? I can't think of a name for our son. So what they do is they go to nameachild.com and they put in a request. And they put in like the template for the legal form, and a random person online will name their child legally, and there's no way they can pick or choose. It just instantly gets applied to the child onto their birth certificate immediately.
It's first come, first served. So the first person to find that and comment anything has to know. Yeah, exactly. You get a lot of babies with like slurs as names.
Yeah, that's a legal problem that they're trying to tackle right now. I've heard. I think.
Yeah.
But I think it's a strong, promising business model. Yeah. I don't know where the money is going to come from, but they'll figure it out as they go.
Well, how about rate my gaming setup, where you submit a picture of your PC gaming setup with no specs. It's all visual based,
right? And
then you charge people to view the picture, and then you charge them additionally to rate it from 1 to 10,000.
I see. Yeah. Okay. They're also well known for having the highest star rating imaginable.
Yeah.
10,000. Yeah.
But anything below 9,000 is considered bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or how about like Uber? But instead of for taxi drivers, it's for
piss. you can have someone come round and deliver you a cup of piss.
Yeah.
They're all bad ideas. You're right. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. How about a good one? How about a good idea? How about a good business idea?
You can sell your own piss to either fetishists or people who need it to pass drug
Piss
tests.
market. It's the piss market.
There are people out there who, you know what? I don't even question it. People out there want piss, give them the piss.
Yeah.
There's a market out there. There will be people out there who want it.
Yeah.
You don't have to question it. Who cares what they want it, you know?
How about pets at home? All right.
Go for piss.
No.
Oh.
We just call it pets at home.
Oh.
And it's just a building with loads and loads of pets. And the idea is that the people will come to this place and it's the pets at home, right? Because that's their home where they live.
Almost like a farm or a zoo.
Yeah, exactly.
How about one called Pets Not at Home, where we go around and we kidnap people's pets.
And they're not at home anymore.
Yeah, we call them being like, your pets aren't at home.
Yeah.
We have your dog. Send us
£30 fine to get your dog back.
Send us £500 and we're going to kill your dog.
Yeah. That one has a lot of revenue potential, I think. I think that's good. There's good profit to be made in that one.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Yeah, I'm doing good. But yeah, in my journeys of being on that business co-founder matching thing, you do see a lot of funny business ideas. Yeah.
What's the funniest you've seen? Can you even reveal it, or do you
I can reveal it. Yeah.
I'd see.
There was Maybe it's bad to say that this is funny, but okay. So I stumbled across a profile of a woman who looked like she was maybe in her late 20s, early 30s, looked very friendly, looks very nice, also looked a bit large. And I read through her profile, read through her business idea, and her business idea it started with, I've been suffering with severe gut health issues.
Oh.
Ever since I was little. And then
since I was little, I've had extreme lava diarrhea. That's dripped from my arsehole.
Oh, is that audible?
Who cares?
Okay.
This is still the best sounding episode we've ever had.
The best sounding episode in the world. And yeah, I found it mildly amusing.
That's funny.
That's a funny business idea. Yeah.
What was the business?
Okay, so the business idea was to build an app that would analyze your gut health. So you would log out your toiletry habits. So you'd log today I had immense diarrhea, rates the severity of the diarrhea,
the heat.
Yeah, and then
I had very hot diarrhea at 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, and then after inputting all of these things, you'd have your gut health.
Are you on a world leaderboard? I'm number 8 in the country for hot diarrhea.
Oh fuck!
That's a very funny business idea.
It's funny, but apparently it's something that a lot of people struggle with. Bad gut health.
Oh yeah, so. My gut's a fucking train wreck.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that I eat nothing but spicy
chicken wings,
and also just tons of fiber.
Yeah,
I don't get a single hardening element.
Yeah,
it's all it comes straight out of me. Anyway, that's not true. I've been okay. Anyway, you didn't ask, but
what have you been up to?
I've not been up to much. I've got the next 2 weeks off of work because I work at a school and half term happened. Which means I'm going to spend the next 2 weeks pretty bored, to be honest. I've got some loose plans. At some point, I'm sure I'll come here, to record. We still got, if we're going to record that South Park thing, the time is now, essentially. Not right now, but in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because we're on episode 48 now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly go up to London at some point and see Samuel.
Let's get him over for the podcast.
What?
We need to get him over for the podcast.
No, I agree, but it depends on his free time,
Free time?
He needs free time.
He does need free time.
I tried to get him, I tried to talk him into coming over in June for my birthday, so I'll let you know how that goes.
I mean, it's not like it's far away. It would only take him 1 hour and 40 minutes to get here from London.
Yeah, but the problem is, he doesn't like you.
I see. That is a big problem.
Yeah, and I was like, you're going to have to see him if we're going to do the podcast. You're going to have to speak to him for at least an hour.
That's a pretty big barrier to entry, he's coming to my house.
Yeah. He's going to stay here rent-free for 4 nights. That's the only way he could do it.
Eat my food, shit in my toilet.
Fuck your girlfriend. But yeah, apart from that, I haven't got much planned in the next 2 weeks. I've been watching a lot of things because I've been so fucking bored. Like I recently watched I recently watched the Wrong Turn movie. You ever had a Wrong Turn?
The Wrong Turn? I haven't.
It's about these fucking cannibal like mutant hillbillies in the woods. So it's like a slasher series. So some teenagers will get lost in the woods and start like smoking and fucking, and then these 3-fingered cannibal mutants with like grotesque deformed faces will come out of the woods and like shoot arrows at them and eat them. It's really dumb, but it's really fun.
I definitely would not have watched that.
It's fun. I also recently started watching I've seen it before obviously, but I've started rewatching the 1966 Batman.
Wow.
Have you ever seen any of that?
I haven't, no. But isn't that the one that's supposed to be like really shit and cringe?
It's cringe. It's not shit. It's of the time. It's 60s. It's very camp. I included this in the topic list because I wanted to briefly discuss something with you about this. Because one of the hallmarks of the series is how they treat the villains. Like they've got like all of them. They've got the Penguin, the Joker, Catwoman. But none of them are ever actually none of them are like going, like, think of the Joker from The Dark Knight. This Joker isn't like that. This Joker is like tricking people into like collecting coins and like swapping people's milk for expired milk,
I see, yeah.
And the Penguin is like, he specifically only does like bird themed crimes and he's walking around with umbrellas that are like bulletproof and shoot lightning and shit. Like, it's a very silly show. And one of the most recurring villains on the show is the Riddler. Who's literally he's dressed in a green suit with question marks over it. He's got this really high pitched laugh and he's giving out riddles. Now, some of these riddles are very, very, very silly. So I wanted to be the Riddler a little bit. I'm going to give you 10 riddles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I want you to try and guess the answers. Now, before I give you these riddles and before you guess the answers, here's a little bit of context. These riddles are ridiculous. Batman and Robin almost always immediately know the answers, and they're almost always right. Okay. So if you let's make it a bit of a game. If you can get 5 or over of these riddles for the rest of the podcast, you are Batman.
Wow.
And I am your boy wonder sidekick, Robin.
Awesome. Okay.
But if you can't, if you get 4 or below that, you are the boy wonder sidekick and I am Batman.
No.
Alright. Let's start small. Let's start easy. Riddle. Why is an orange like a bell?
Why is an orange like a bell?
Why is an orange like a bell?
What?
Why is an orange like a bell? If you don't know, you could just say it. You could just say you don't know.
It's not.
Well, no, that's not the answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you not know?
What do you have on an orange? In an orange we have peel, we have zest. Is it something to do with peel? Oh, peel, zest, peel. A bell, peel.
You're getting close?
I don't know. Hit me.
Because both need to be peeled. Apparently you peel a bell. I don't know what it means either, but that is the correct answer.
How is that the fucking answer? That makes no fucking sense.
I don't know. Okay, that's one down. This one's really easy. You should get this one. Riddle. When is the time of a clock like the whistle of a train? Really, really easy one. You can get this one. When is the time of a clock like the whistle of a train?
10, 20, 30, 40, 12.
You're just naming numbers.
3, 4.
Think about it. When is the time of a clock like the whistle of a train?
Choo choo.
I honestly thought you would get this one.
Choo choo. I don't know.
Is that the only noise a train makes?
Choo.
You're getting there. Ponder
2.
it. What'd you say?
2.
Okay, but in the
2.
time of a clock?
Yeah, 2. 2 o'clock. 2.
You know what? You're close enough that I'm going to allow it. But the actual answer is when it's 2 to 2. 2, 2, 2.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you were
2
close.
to 2.
So I'll allow it. You got
Okay.
1 so far.
Hooray!
Hooray, you're almost Batman.
Oh my god.
Riddle. How many sides has a circle?
1.
Is
None. Is it 1 or none? Or is it infinite amount? Because technically it's loads and loads of little sides.
What's your final answer? How many sides has a circle?
2.
Correct.
Yeah.
2, the inside and the outside.
Yeah.
You got 2 out of 3. Alright, Riddle. Which president of the United States wore the biggest hat?
Is it Lord Hassington?
So your final answer? The answers, again, some of these are just really dumb.
Yeah, sure. Lord Hattington.
No, because that's not a president. The real answer is the one with the biggest head. Which isn't wrong.
Okay.
No, isn't wrong.
Yeah.
You still got 2 out of 4. Question. Now, I actually like this one. I think this one's quite clever, actually. There are 3 men on a boat with a packet of cigarettes and no matches. How did they manage to smoke? This one's like I actually think this one's actually like a genuine riddle. Like an actually
3
good
men
one.
on a boat.
There are 3 men on a boat. They have a packet of cigarettes and no matches. How do they manage to smoke? Unironic, this is actually a really good one. Like this is a real riddle. This is one you could actually tell people and not look like a fucking crazy person.
Well, no, the one with the biggest head. That's quite a good one as well.
That's quite a good one, but that's still silly.
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah, you give up?
Yeah, I give up.
They threw 1 cigarette overboard and the boat became a cigarette lighter.
That's very interesting.
I like that one.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one. I think this is number 5, 6. Who cares? What has yellow skin and rights?
What has yellow skin and rights?
Tick tock, tick tock. That's not a hint.
Okay.
It's obvious.
Is it?
No.
Is it obvious?
It was obvious to Batman and Robin. Again, they got all of these immediately.
How? Well, I know how. It was scripted.
Yeah.
That's how. Yellow skin and rights. Well, what has yellow skin? A lemon.
It does, yeah.
A fucking yellow-skinned scriptwriter.
No.
Is it a fruit?
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
A lime. It's not yellow-skinned.
It's not.
A lemon.
No.
What?
There's
It's a fruit.
another really obvious one.
Oh, a
you've missed.
banana.
Yeah. And rights.
A writing banana.
You're getting closer.
I don't know. I can't go any further.
A ballpoint banana. They immediately got that.
What?
And it was right.
A ballpoint banana?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Hey, the fact that I got fruits is...
Yeah.
I should get half points for that.
You want half a point?
Yeah, half
I'll give you
point.
half a point. You got 2.5 now.
Nice.
Alright, question. What is always on its way here but never arrives?
There's quite a lot of things that answer could be.
I'm looking for a specific one.
Okay.
What is always on its way here but never arrives? I need to emphasise again. Batman and Robin get these like someone will say that and they'll immediately be like, I've got it, and it will always be the right answer.
Fucking hell. Always coming but never arrives. Is it like something like tomorrow?
Yep, you got it.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah.
Gosh.
All right, you got 3.5. If you get one more, technically if you get 2 more, then you're Batman.
Wow.
Yeah, I think there's 4 more left. These ones can be.
Wait, actually no, because you said if I got 4 or less. So if I get one more, I'll have 4.5.
Yeah, but I fucked it up because I then said 5 or more. You've
I
come back.
see.
Alright, so you'll be in a state of limbo.
That's
if you get one more, you're not the Boy Wonder, but you need 2 more to become Batman.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Okay, 4 more riddles. Question. What room can no one enter? What room can no one enter?
The back rooms.
So your final answer?
No. Is it just called, is the answer just like the something room?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's a known room. It's not like a ridiculous thing. It's something that is like known.
Oh. Bathroom.
You can enter a bathroom. What room can no one enter?
Oh.
Are you about to upgrade from Boy Wonder? Are you Batman? They got it immediately.
They were cheating.
I think they were, yes.
The bedroom, the bathroom, the I don't know.
A mushroom.
Fuck! I knew it was going to be something like that.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you were close. Alright, next one. What kind of a machine has ears?
An eerie machine.
Yeah, no. What kind of a machine has ears?
Is the answer like one that blah blah blah?
No. The answer is an actual machine.
Fuck me. Is it just
That
like...
has ears.
I don't fucking know. What is it?
A train, because it has engine ears.
Oh.
Alright, 2 left. If you can get these next 2 correct, you are Batman. If you can get 1 correct, then I feel like we've technically drawn.
Okay.
Because you'll have 4.5. Alright. Although this next one is the hardest one.
God, fuck damn it.
It's also the one that just makes 0 sense. And again, the fact that they get this one instantly is amazing. And it's right. Alright.
So.
What weighs 6 ounces, sits in a tree, and is very dangerous?
What weighs 6 ounces, sits in a tree, and is very dangerous?
Correct.
Is it a wombat?
No.
An armadillo?
No.
A monkey?
No.
A type of bird?
An animal is involved.
But not a bird.
It is a bird, yeah.
Oh, it is a bird.
Yeah.
Okay, a type of bird. A hawk?
No.
An owl?
No.
An eagle?
No.
A hawk owl?
No.
A pigeon?
No.
You're
getting closer.
Is it a tropical bird?
I don't think so.
Is it one that you'd probably see in a European country?
I feel like that's possible.
Or like an African country?
No.
America?
Mate, yeah. Yes.
A crow?
No.
Is it black?
I don't know.
You don't know what colour it is.
No.
Is it a bird of prey?
No.
It's a bird of prey, but it can kill you.
It's not a bird of prey. But
It's not a bird of prey, but it can kill you.
I'll repeat the question.
Okay.
What weighs 6 ounces, sits in a tree, and is very dangerous?
Sits in a tree. 6 ounces. How much is 6 ounces in kilograms?
I don't know. A bag of sugar? I don't know. I fucking know.
I'll need to Google it. Wow, that is light. So it's really small.
Yeah.
It's a really small animal. It's 170 grams. And it's dangerous.
Yeah. Sits in a tree and is very dangerous. Not just dangerous, it's very dangerous.
Is it a robin?
No, but you're close.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think.
Oh.
I think you're close.
Is it a blue tit?
No.
It's not a robin. It's not a blue tit.
Here's a quick spoiler. Even if you get the bird, there's still an additional element.
Oh. An angry robin?
Close-ish. Not really. I'm gonna have to ask for more specific.
Okay.
Yeah.
A furious robin?
It's not a robin.
It's not a robin.
No.
A sparrow?
Yes. It is a sparrow. So.
An angry sparrow? A dangerous sparrow? A murderous sparrow?
It's very dangerous, but why is it dangerous?
A murderous sparrow?
What makes it murderous?
It being a murderer. A human-killing sparrow.
How?
Human-eating sparrow.
How is it killing them?
Eating them.
No.
Stabbing them.
No.
Shooting them.
With?
A gun.
What sort?
A pistol.
No.
A Glock.
No.
A bazooka.
No.
A rifle.
No. You're getting...
A machine gun.
Yes!
A sparrow with a machine gun.
Yeah. That's the answer.
That's the answer.
And they got it fucking immediately. It was literally, what weighs 6 ounces, sits in a tree, is very dangerous, and Robin immediately goes, I've got it. A sparrow with a machine gun. And he was right.
What the fuck?
You got that. So you're officially not just Boy Wonder. If you get this last one, you are Batman.
Wow.
And this one's going to be a little bit of a trick one. Because this is technically one from the Joker. The Joker once told a riddle. How do you stop a dog from barking in July? You could get this one.
You kill it.
How do you stop a dog from barking in July?
Kill it in June.
Yep. Shoot it in June.
Oh.
You're Batman, my friend.
Wow.
Shake my goddamn hand.
Amazing. Thank you. It's a pleasure. Hooray, hooray.
Yeah. You got 5.5 of those correct. Yeah, I think we did 10.
Terrible.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But I love them.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
A sparrow with a machine gun.
A ballpoint banana.
Yeah.
And some of my other favourites, because some of them are just really dumb. When is a new car considered to be seedy? When it's a lemon. I don't know what that means, to be blunt. When is a man a stupid relative? When he's a mannequin. Because he's a dummy.
Oh, kin.
Yeah, but it's still like a dumb one, you know?
Yeah.
What letter is never received in the alphabet? The letter you put in the mailbox. There's so many of these. And the only one I really like is the cigarette lighter one.
Yeah.
I would actually tell that at a bar. I feel like that's a really good one.
Yeah. And what was the other one that I said?
Which one? The sparrow with the machine gun?
No. The one that I thought was funny.
Tomorrow?
That I said.
The tomorrow one?
What were the ones that you read out?
Fucking hell. I was just on a forum, so I'll have to just figure it out. Ballpoint banana. There must be pilled. 2 to 2. The circle one. The one with the biggest head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that one's quite funny.
Yeah, that one's quite fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm enjoying watching Batman 66. It's obviously a silly show, but it's fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Very nice. Yeah, I would tell that which president wore the biggest hat. I'd tell that at a pub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the cigarette. I actually really like the cigarette lighter one because that's a very good joke. Not even a joke. That's just a very good riddle. But yeah, so in some other news, again, not really many topics this week. We can just have kind of a chill one. Remember I told you about that film last week, Late Night with the Devil? It's the one that used AI a little bit and boycott him.
Yeah.
Well, a report came out this last week that because it did release, you know, and apparently they're claiming that on its opening weekend it made $666,666, which they're trying to say a film about the devil made 666,666.
That's BS.
Exactly.
That's bollocks.
That's completely not true.
That's a load of fucking
That's
bollocks.
complete load of bollocks. Yeah. And they're genuinely trying to like spout that as like a fact. And it's like, well, no, not being funny, but either there's only 3 options there. 1, you're lying. 2, that is like an incredible coincidence. Or 3, you've got undeniable proof that the devil is real.
Yeah.
Because that's just not true. And it's like, why even attempt to make that lie and like spout it as like, no one in their right fucking mind should ever believe that. What a ridiculous idea.
That is ridiculous. Yeah.
I know,
chances of that, they're lying.
What do you think the chances are of that?
1 in 600. Actually, no, it'd be less than that because the number could be greater than 666,000. So it would be, I guess. Okay, that's actually very hard to answer. Yeah. Very small, basically. The chances of that happening are very small. The reason why that's hard to answer is it wouldn't even just be, it would be 1 out of 666,000 because it wouldn't be that because the movie would never just make £1.
Yeah.
It would be like, you know, probable to make between a range, but we have no idea what that range is. But let's say if it, you know, maybe it's possible that the movie could have made 100 million.
No, but I mean in regards to like that exact amount and it's being a movie about the devil.
Yeah. So to calculate that, we'd need to know what, in theory, the highest amount of money that could have made and what the lowest amount of money that could have made. And then we can calculate the chances that they would have landed on 666,000.
Well, let's say that the lowest amount it could have made is 0. Maybe no one actually watched it. Maybe that boycott worked.
Yeah.
And the highest it could have made, if we go by the highest grossing movie of all time, is 2.7 billion.
Okay, then I guess it would be 1 in 2.7 billion.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a low chance, folks.
That's a very small chance, people.
Yeah, very, very small chance. Just to know about little bits and bobs. I read a thing the other day that the US are going to ban under 14s from social media starting in 2025.
Wow, really?
Yeah, like properly ban. Like you'll need, if you're going to sign up for something, you're going to need like ID and shit like that. Like you're going to need like your fucking, I don't know, maybe you don't need your social security number or fucking, I don't know.
I don't think that's a bad thing.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, I think that is genuinely a good thing. Yeah.
But it does make me question, like, because I'm surprised people aren't going to question, like, oh, so you're almost asking for more data, essentially, if they are like, send us a picture of your passport or birth certificate or whatever.
The government already has everyone's passport. What do they? What?
Yeah, the government do, but I mean, even if just because the government are decreeing this, it doesn't mean like.
Oh, I see.
Still
Right, as in these
TikTok and
companies will
Facebook
have
and
it.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I suppose so. Unless they did it in such a way where like there was a service that the government provided where like you would like give your passport to a government authority figure. They would validate that your passport is real, and then the government would, I don't know, like authorize a token, and then you'd be able to generate a Facebook.
I mean, there must be something like that already. Like, surely there's age limits to like if you're going to create like a porn thing. Surely they have a way of verifying your
bank.
age.
Your bank has your age on your bank account.
Oh, do you think that's how they do it?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
That's probably the way that they would do it, because anytime you pay for anything, it has that information is publicly available.
Okay, I wasn't aware of that. In that case, but then that could still raise some controversy where it's like, oh, so I need to give Facebook my bank information just to have Facebook.
Yeah,
do it.
I mean, yeah.
I still think it's a good idea.
Amazon. People give it to Amazon. Yeah, might as well give it to Facebook as well. Yeah. I think do it. Yeah. Under 14-year-olds shouldn't be on social media.
They shouldn't.
They should be out playing in the fields.
They should be mining for coal.
Yeah. They should be in sweatshops making toys and clothes.
Yeah.
Making trailers.
Getting fingered in a bush,
exactly.
By a 40-year-old man,
Exactly, yeah. Living life,
Yeah. The way God intended,
Yeah, that is the way God intended. Yeah. Not with your TikToks and your...
Yeah. Talking of shit like that, though, I told you about this earlier today. I read it earlier today. But apparently, thanks to climate change, we're going to be losing a second of every day forever, I guess. Like, the rotation of the Earth is no longer going to be... Not yet, like, in the near future, will no longer actually be 24 hours. It will instead be 23 hours... 59 minutes and 59 seconds. So that last second is going to be gone. We'll never see that second again.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
That's actually fucked.
It is, isn't it?
We've done that to the world.
Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, you asked earlier, it's like, how are they going to enforce that?
Yeah.
Essentially.
How is that going to work? What, so on like actual 24-hour clocks, what, it's just going to... It's just basically go to the next day on the 59th second. Is that how it's going to work?
Yeah.
Or are they going to do it like how?
No, that's how it was. So it'd be like 50, 57, 58, midnight.
Yeah, but that would fuck up so much shit. That would like break an infinite amount of shit that exists. Infrastructure would be destroyed if it was actually in place. I feel like they must do it. They would probably do it so that like it just it wouldn't be accounted for until they move the clocks forward or back. That's probably the way that they do it, because we move the clocks forward or back randomly, like throughout the year. So they would probably just slightly adjust it.
I mean, one thing they could do is, because they do move the clocks forward back an hour. You could take the collective second of each day of a year and just do that all in one. So like, would have 365 seconds. So when you're doing that, account for those 365 seconds, and then just have that be a yearly thing that doesn't change, essentially.
Well, what is 365 seconds in minutes?
I'm going to say that's
2-3 minutes.
180 seconds is 3. 240 is 4. So almost, I want to say about 6 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, you could just add 6 minutes for when the clocks move forward.
Yeah.
Each year, yeah.
It's still fucked. That's
fucked.
Even something that has to be considered, though. That would annoy me. Like, it annoys me when the clocks go forward anyway, but if it was like, 1 o'clock, it's going to go to 1 o'clock goes to 2:06 p.m. I'd be like, oh, you fuckers.
You
Like,
fucking bastard.
what have we done? What have we done to the world?
Yeah, it's all the old people enjoying their ice creams and their fast cars and their oil.
Yeah, fuckers. Playing Monopoly with our lives and our futures.
God damn it.
Yeah. The last topic I have, this is going to be a short one. After this topic, I'm going to go and have a cigarette and then we can just bullshit, I guess. Okay. Yeah. The last one I have, I just want to quickly talk about MCU Spider-Man. Because obviously, you saw No Way Home, you know how that ended, where Peter Parker has been forgotten by the world.
Yeah.
But they recently asked some of the producers, they were like, so what's next for Peter Parker? And they responded being like, well, if you saw the end of No Way Home, you know the world has forgotten Peter Parker, blah, blah, blah. And then they were like, so Peter Parker isn't a priority to him anymore. He's going to be Spider-Man through and through. Peter Parker might as well be dead kind of thing. And it's like, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like, no, that's not a good way of doing it. He shouldn't be like Batman or Daredevil in that regard. Like, no, Peter Parker should always be a really big part of his life. I thought the end of No Way Home was just going to be like he's going to have to rebuild and restart. Not that he's just going to forget Peter Parker exists and not focus on that. Like, no, think of every good Spider-Man story. Think of the movies. Think of like Tobey Maguire's. Such a big important part of it is the Peter Parker shit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just like removing like a big part of the plot.
Yeah, like what? Is he not gonna like? Don't get me wrong, I'm very okay if MJ doesn't come back, but like you can introduce Betty Brant. Well, no, they've already got Betty Brant. They can introduce Gwen again, I guess, or like the actual Mary Jane instead of Michelle. Like you could have the actual MJ, or fucking just bring MJ. I don't fucking. They're gonna do it anyway. Zendaya, bring her back and have Peter have to like restart from scratch. I'd hate the idea of a Spider-Man who's like, that just sucks to me. How could you even do like the symbiote arc? Where you get Black Suit Spider-Man and he's become like a dick to his friends. You couldn't even get that if you weren't going to focus on Peter Parker, because that whole arc revolves around Peter Parker. Yeah. Who cares if Spider-Man himself is getting meaner? No one really cares, as long as he's still saving the day. It's when Peter Parker hits MJ, or is like being a dick to Aunt May. That's when people are like, whoa, like, no, you're going too far, Pete.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, Peter Parker killed the Goblet. Good. Everyone would be like, good, yeah, I'm glad he did it. Like, that's not going to stop him. Like, yeah, I don't know. I hope they, if they do that, because they'll probably do another trilogy, don't have that be a permanent thing. Have it be like the first movie, and then by the end he's been like, no, I need Peter Parker, because he needs Peter Parker. Yeah,
because he's just a kid.
He's just a kid. He's freshly, I don't know what, actually, how old is he now? I think he's 15 in Civil War, which is set in 2016 in the MCU, but it's now 2024 in the MCU. But he lost 5 years because of the blip. So for him, it would actually be 2018. So I guess he's 16, 17. He must be like 17. So maybe when we see him, he'll be 18 or 19. Yeah. So he's still so young, even though the actor's like 28, But that's just how that works in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Here's a question for you, Hector. because we have run out of topics, and this episode is too short. So I'm just going to give you a question. You are in London, and it has been invaded by a crack team of ninjas.
I see.
There are 16 highly trained ninja assassins.
Right.
And a man comes with cloning tech and is like, hey, you're the only one who can stop this. How many do you need? How many clones of you do you think it will take to defeat this crack team of 16 ninjas and save London?
16 ninjas. What are they armed with?
Samurai swords and shurikens.
Okay, 16 of them. I'm going to imagine that I'm going to need maybe between 6 to 10 of me per ninja.
Okay, yeah. I was about to say, yeah, that's probably... I don't know, I feel like that's still too small.
Okay, imagine 10 people versus one ninja.
Ninja with a samurai sword, I feel like he's taking all you out.
If all of you go in at the same time, he's not strong enough. No way is he strong enough to cut through 10 people in one go.
I think he could do it.
I don't think so.
I think he could do it. These ninjas have been training for this their entire life.
I think 10 of me could take on one man, even if he was armed with a sword.
Even if he's a ninja who's been training for this his entire life.
I think so. 10 people, yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you're saying what? So you're saying 16 people, 10 on each, so 160 U's.
Yeah, 160 of me versus 16 people. Yeah, decimate them, mate.
highly trained ninjas who know you're coming. They've trained against you specifically.
Oh, I say
they've been preparing for you.
I feel like I could swamp them, unless they're all, in tactical locations.
See, I'm going 16 ninjas. You've got 0 training, 0 experience. They're armed to the teeth. They've killed so many men preparing.
Okay, how many
this.
Bradleys do you think would be able to take on 16 trained ninjas?
I'm going 16 trained ninjas. I'm going 300 Bradleys.
Minimum?
Yes.
You don't think 200 Bradleys could do it?
I think 200 Bradleys against these 16 ninjas. I don't know, maybe either you're underestimating these ninjas or I'm overestimating them. But I feel like a team of 16 ninjas could kill 100 or 200 of anyone.
Maybe not all in one go. If you were spread out, they could. Like if all of you.
Okay, so your army of 160 U's are huddled together.
Yeah.
I feel like that's easy pickings. I feel like that's fish in a barrel, mate.
I don't think so. Not for ninjas.
Ninjas know exactly where to strike their swords, exactly where to throw their shurikens. They're taking you out, mate. You're off the board. The only way you're surviving that is if you get into teams of, as you've said, teams of 10 and you are spreading out among the city.
I see.
In my opinion. Maybe a crack team of Hectors finds the ninjas' hideout.
But also, if there's 10 of me per ninja, we can do our own training. Each 10 Hectors can train together to become Hector ninjas, basically.
Yeah, but who are you training against? You're just training against yourselves? You're only going to be able to defeat other Hectors?
We're just training. Yeah, we're just training. We're getting stronger with weights and with YouTube videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Maybe then. Maybe. I mean, how long do you think that would take you? Because these ninjas have been training their entire lives.
We're going to train for a year.
A year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're gonna you need a year prep time in order to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. What if these ninjas have
a bomb?
No, ninjas don't work like that. But what if these ninjas have, say, they're like League of Assassins from Batman? They have ways of regenerating themselves. So you can't. It's not just a case of leaving them. You have to kill them. They have to be dead.
I see. Well, yeah, I'd still say 10 people per ninja. I just have weapons. Yeah.
I don't think it's enough. I honestly don't. I minimum 300 Bradleys. I'm sending in there.
Let's go back to animals because we talked about animals.
Yeah, we did talk about this earlier today.
What about snakes? Right.
Okay, so
how many Bradleys do you think would be able to? Have you seen Harry Potter?
Yeah, I've seen Harry Potter.
How many Bradleys do you think it would take to kill that big snake?
The big one. The Bastion or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the Basilisk.
Basilisk, yeah. Do I have any weapons?
You could have any medieval style weapons.
Do I
no
know
guns.
Do I know magic?
No, you don't know magic. You're a muggle, but it's like medieval times.
Yeah. I feel like enough Bradleys with like hatchets, and maybe one has like a proper knight sword. I'm gonna say a minimum of 18 Bradleys.
18.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think I'd need like more than the 16 ninjas. I'd need like 300 or 400.
No way.
Haven't you seen
those 16 ninjas?
Pull up how big it
those
is.
16 ninjas are killing the basilisk. 100% those ninjas are killing the basilisk. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's going to be like an easy fight. But I reckon 18 Bradleys, all armed to the teeth with hatchets and swords, all standing like back to back or spread out into a circle around it. I reckon we've got a chance.
Okay, I'll take my estimate down from 300 to maybe like 80. I think I could do it with 80 people. Yeah. See, I fear that with any number less than like 40 or 30, it could just like all in one go and like chomp us.
Nah. I mean, Harry was outrunning it there.
That's true, yeah.
I just add another element to this question. Do you think you're faster than Harry Potter?
No.
No?
Harry Potter's fast, man. He's magic.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He's not like the fucking Flash. Like he was clearly running at the speed of like a normal 16-year-old.
That's true, but it did catch up to him. I would think that the basilisk is probably faster than me.
It's faster than you, but again, you outnumber it now, and if you have enough, you can create a circle around it. You've got weapons. Harry didn't have a weapon; he had a bird.
Okay. What if you have no weapons?
Okay, no weapons. That obviously does change it. And no weapons, I'd say it would take 200 Bradleys.
Yeah, I think that's probably between 200 and 500. I think is what I'd go for. Yeah, because it's a lot bigger than a polar bear.
You mentioned dinosaurs.
Yeah,
how many hectares is it taking to battle a T-Rex?
From any particular movie, any particular
the Jurassic Park T-Rex, the iconic one. And you are armed. All of you have access to pocket knives.
Oh, okay, pocket knives. I'd say less than the basilisk, I think.
You think less than the basilisk?
I think less than the basilisk.
I disagree.
I think less purely because, like, a snake is more formidable than something which is, like, on legs, right?
Yeah, but even though the land creatures we have that you could say resemble T-Rexes have nowhere near the speed or the flexibility that a T-Rex did. Like an alligator is like the closest thing we have to a T-Rex nowadays, and it is nowhere near as quick and powerful as a T-Rex.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in terms of like size, if you look at like a snake compared to like what are they called, the king,
the T-Rex, the Gigantosaurus.
No, there's like some like big lizards that you can find which are like dangerous, and they're like that big, and they're called like but I can't remember what they're called, but like the equivalent to them is like a king cobra, and that's way more dangerous and faster.
Yeah, but I still the T-Rex is still, in my opinion. No, we changed the question. It's not about the T-Rex versus the basilisk. It's about how many U's is it taking to wipe out that T-Rex.
With pocket knives, maybe 100.
You thinking 100?
Yeah.
See, the T-Rex, especially one from Jurassic Park, has one weakness, which is that if you're not moving, it can't see you. So if you're stealthy enough, if the U's are stealthy enough,
all 100 me's,
or maybe like 50 of you are being stealthy and the other 50 are like distraction team, I feel like that's doable.
Yeah. What about how many Bradleys do you think it would take to stop a volcano?
Okay. So how long do I have before the volcano erupts?
You've got half a day.
Half a day. I've got 12 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. How big is this volcano? Is it like Pompeii?
It's Pompeii.
It's Pompeii.
Yeah, it's Doctor Who Pompeii.
Holy shit. Okay, I'm thinking the only way physically we're going to be able to do this is if I can have enough me's to just try to throw myself in and hopefully clog it up or plug it up.
Or like, you could just take loads of rubble and water.
That's
and
true.
Just like all of you run and just jump in with your stuff.
That's true. I'm going to say I'm going to say 3,000 Bradleys.
I think it's going to be more. I think it's got to be like 50,000 hectares.
50,000.
50,000 hectares, yeah. What was the population of Pompeii? I have no idea.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant because they didn't all throw themselves into that volcano.
True. Maybe they should.
Yeah.
Maybe they could have stopped it if they had. Yeah.
Okay, how many hectares do you think it would take to create a volcano?
To create a volcano?
So
how does one create a volcano?
You have found a mountain. This team of hectares are going to hollow out the mountain and manually fill it with lava.
Okay. I would
How
say
many hectares would you want for that job?
10,000.
You want 10,000?
10,000 hectares.
How long do you think it would take them? Are you leading them?
I'm leading them, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'd say maybe a month or two.
You think you could do it in a month?
10,000 people.
Nah, even 10,000 people. You've got to hollow out a mountain and fill it with lava. That's going to take... I'm thinking that's multi-year. I'm thinking like that's like 8 years.
How about the pyramids? How many Bradleys to build the pyramids in one day?
A pyramid or all of them?
All the pyramids.
In one day?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's going to be... I'm going to say like 60,000 Bradleys.
60,000 Bradleys.
Because Bradleys get tired. And Bradleys don't like heat.
That's true.
And the pyramid is very hot. Do I have to create the stones or the stones pre-built?
The stones are pre-built, but you've got like...
I've got pulleys?
No. Have you seen Transformers?
Yeah.
So you know how obsessed they are with the pyramids in that one movie. They have the pyramids. You have to fight off a giant transformer to build these pyramids.
Okay, now it's changing the game.
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going with 100,000 Bradleys.
100,000 Bradleys.
Yeah.
Okay. And how would you stop a transformer exactly?
We would become one, essentially. Like we'd all stack on top of each other to become like a mecha Bradley.
Oh right, you become the Go Bradley.
Yeah.
Okay.
How many hectares versus King Kong?
Ooh.
We've already talked about a gorilla. This is like off the scale. This is like...
See, if it's on like Viking style battle, just an open plain, open field, as far as
let's say neither of you have home ground of... It's New York. You don't know it, and it is, but it's got things it can swing on. So
I was about to say, if it is just like flat ground, I don't think there's any number of hectares that could beat it because like we're so much shorter, and it could just run around and stomp on all of us. We wouldn't be able to do anything.
It'd be like us stomping out anthill.
Exactly. Yeah. No amount of ants. Well, that's not true actually.
Oh,
you could get killed by a certain amount of ants, but I feel like...
Well, okay, but so if you've got enough hectares and you're all like squeezing together, then the foot comes down and all of your combined strength can hold on to like how some people can like park a car on eggs if they're like compressed together.
I mean, the problem there is that at least with ants, they can lift like 20 times their body weight. Humans can barely even lift their own body weight. So if he put his foot on us, we'd all just... into a mush. Into a fucking paste.
I think it depends on how many hectares, and two, how compressed together you are. If someone's tied all of you hectares together, I'm thinking you have a chance.
Let's say, yeah.
Okay, you've got to defeat him, but you have guns.
Oh, we have guns?
Yeah, but not like, it's still King Kong.
What kind of guns?
Some of you have... So it's like some of you have snipers. Okay, let's do it in percentages. 10% of you have snipers.
Yeah.
40% of you have automatic rifles and pistols.
Yeah.
30% of you have machine guns.
Yeah.
And the final 20% have... The final 20% have...
flamethrowers.
Yeah. Okay, no. The final 19% have flamethrowers, and 1% of you have tanks. But it is still King Kong. And I'm talking Peter Jackson King Kong, too.
Then I'd probably say 100.
What?
Yeah, so I get one tank, I get a bunch of people with flamethrowers, I get a bunch of people with guns.
Have you seen how big Peter Jackson's King Kong is?
How big is that?
Google him. Peter Jackson's King Kong is the biggest of the King Kongs.
Could one tank, a load of flamethrowers, and like 80 other people with guns take that out? I feel like they could. Yeah, I feel like they could.
I don't think they could. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's like an absurdly high number or anything, but I think it's going to take more than 100 of you.
I think all it would take is a little bit of luck. One tank shot to the head would kill that thing instantly.
I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like it would just take some love. I think one of you could do it. Wow. You've just got to connect with Kong.
That's beautiful. I never thought of it that way. Yeah. Okay, what about how many Bradleys would it take to conquer the world?
Okay. To conquer the world. Okay, here's actually how I did it. So how big was the Nazi party? Because they got close-ish. Like, they almost won the war.
Let's Google it.
18.2 million?
Yeah.
In that case, I'm going to go with 55 million.
55 million.
Yeah.
That's basically the population of Britain.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wow, that is small. I thought China would have more. Apparently China only has 2 million soldiers.
Active soldiers, yeah.
To be fair, if they drafted, you get destroyed. China has like a population of 1.8 billion people.
I don't think I'll be destroyed necessarily, because by the time I get to China, I've already taken over the rest of the world. China's like my last target.
Alright, but here's the
and
challenge.
I've got all the weaponry of the world.
If you've got an army of 55 million people, how exactly do you conquer the world without getting nuked?
By spreading out. Like, they're not going to nuke the entire... Well, they might, but they're probably... Their first action is going to be to nuke the entire planet to get rid of me.
Yeah.
And not only do I spread out, but when I do take over, it's essentially like all at once. I'm not going to take over Britain and then take over... No, I spread out and conquer.
That's it.
Yeah. Or I target the countries that have the nukes first.
Yeah.
Which would mean that China would have to be one of my main targets, and North Korea and America.
So if you had 55 million people, you could put 10 million people in America, 10 million people in England, in France, in Germany. Yeah.
China. Yeah. I mean, am I allowed to recruit people to my cause?
You could try. Yeah.
Or am I like a Dalek where I want to just destroy everything that isn't Bradley?
I feel like if you tried to recruit people, then the government would catch on quickly.
That's true.
Yeah.
Unless I recruit them via combat, where it's like, you know, I'm about to kill you. You can either die or you can join me.
Yeah.
And I'll keep you and your family alive.
Yeah.
Because I won't kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that would be the best way. Yeah.
How about Hectors? How many Hectors could do it?
The minimum amount of people.
I feel like Hectors aren't going to do it through combat, though. I feel like Hectors are going to go into government and like take over from the inside.
I feel like that would be the best way to do it, because if you like dominated and you tried to like you know, take over the world in a dominant way, I feel like 55 million wouldn't be enough, because if you took over all of the governments, think about all of the population rebelling now. And there's a lot more civilian people.
Yeah, but if multiple Hectors are taking over multiple governments at the same time, people will catch on to that.
But my theory is, if I could get enough people with the same cause throughout the world, and
recruiting people.
My plan would be to make the world riot against the government, and then I would rise as the new leader of the people.
Okay, so you think you could do it alone? You don't need other Hectors.
I don't need anyone. I could just do it myself. Yeah. No. I think I could do it with at least 1 million. Because what I would do is I'd have all of the other Hectors just pretending to be normal people.
I see.
Right? And I'd use that to make
fueling the
else,
revolution.
Yeah, to make everyone else feel like, oh, this is a big thing that everyone is doing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not a bad shout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my plan.
How many Hectors do you think it would take for you to, without any weaponry, without any resources, using your bare hands, destroy the moon?
Destroy the moon with my bare hands.
Whether that be ripping chunks out, or the combined weight of all of the Hectors.
That's got to be hundreds of millions or billions. No, it's got to be billions.
You think billions?
Of people, yeah. It's got to be like at least 10 or 20 billion Hectors. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
Do you think they'll do it?
Well, actually, no. They'd all suffocate and die.
Well, that's the one resource you are allowed. You are allowed oxygen tanks.
Yeah, 20 billion.
Yeah?
20 billion Hectors. I think we could do it.
You could destroy the moon.
Destroy the moon. See, but the problem is, if we destroyed the moon, the gravity of the moon would just pull all of the rubble back together and reform the moon.
So that means you have to like pulverize the moon. You've got to like disintegrate it into
We've got
dust.
to like blow it up outwards so it all flies out into space.
Well, in that case, you could get all these hectors and like you could create a tunnel to the center of the moon and then just keep sending hectors down until the center of the moon expands. Or
keep doing that until it forms a black hole, and then we'd destroy the moon, but also the Earth and the rest of the solar system. Yeah.
So you think it would take 20 billion hectares to create a black hole?
That would be a lot more than that, actually. Yeah, you'd need way more. Or we could use the 20 billion hectares to create nuclear bombs and put them all in the centre of the moon.
Yeah, but how do you... Just because you have the manpower, do you think 20 million yous are smart enough to create a nuclear bomb?
I think 20 billion me's are enough to buy all of the nukes in the world.
Well, you don't actually know that.
I think that's true. Because 20 billion is like, that's more than the whole population of the Earth.
Yeah, but you're assuming any of you have money.
No, but I mean, with 20 billion people, you could also take over the world.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I would just take all of the nukes by force.
That's very true.
I'd have double the population of Earth. I'd just take all of the nukes by force and then put them into the moon. But I think even if you got all of the nukes in the world and you put them in the middle of the moon, I don't think that would be enough to blow up the moon.
Well, what if you get enough hectares to like become the exact weight of the moon, and then you simply knock it out of orbit into the sun?
Yeah. How many hectares would that be? What is the weight of the moon?
What is the weight of the moon?
It is approximately 8 to the 10 by 19 tons. So basically that means 10 with 19 zeros.
Oh. Times 8.
I don't know why they've done it that way. Times 8. Yeah, so...
That's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah, that's quite a lot.
So it would take you possibly like... Would it be too much to say trillions?
Way more than trillions. It would be like... Whatever, you've got millions, billions, trillions.
Oh yeah, 19 zeros. Holy shit, yeah.
Next one. Yeah, it's got to be like huge.
It might be like a trillion
hectares. Yeah. God, that's terrible. Then it would literally just be like a blood puddle of hectares floating in space.
Yeah.
That's terrible to think about.
Here's a question. You have prep time and you're the only one armed. You're armed with a big stick. How many hectares are you taking out? Because this isn't just about like how much damage you can inflict. How much damage do you think you could take? Because you've only got a big staff stick.
I see.
How many hectares are you personally taking out?
With a stick?
Well, you can keep fighting once you lose the stick. Do you think you could get the stick away from yourself?
I feel like I could kill at least one.
I agree with that. Do you know more than one?
I feel like then at that point it's very luck based. Yeah.
Not necessarily. How much damage do you think you could take with a stick? Because that's how much damage you're giving.
Okay, well, the way you can measure this is the person you're fighting is equal to you in every way. So it would be safe to assume that if you were to fight yourself without any weapons, you would both die at the same time. Right? Yeah,
that's reasonable. But you have a weapon.
But if I have a stick, then I would assume that I would at least be able to kill one, but that's probably it.
Well, why is that it?
Because the next Hector would be able to kill me a lot faster because I'm already very wounded.
But you still got the stick.
Yeah, but I don't think the stick is enough to kill someone in like one hit.
I think that depends.
You don't think that depends?
I do think that depends.
Oh, you do think that depends? On?
1, the person getting hit, you, and 2, where you hit them, and 3, the stick.
It does depend on all of those things, yeah.
Like, what if the stick's like metal? What if it's a metal bar?
Well, then I wish you'd told me sooner.
Let's say it is. Let's say it's a metal bar.
Then probably like 3.
3?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I could take out a lot of Bradleys with a metal stick.
I think you overestimate how easy it is to kill someone with a metal stick.
No, I don't think I am. If you just get them like overhead, directly into the skull as hard as you fucking can, they're probably not walking out of that. There are people who've died from a lot less than that, especially brain damage, like to the skull. I don't even have to go. I just have to hurt their brains.
It's true. Yeah.
I'm disabling a lot of Bradleys at least.
Yeah. I think 3. I think I'll be able to kill 3 people with a metal stick.
3 Hectors?
Yeah.
Okay. How many Bradleys do you think you're taking out with that metal stick?
Probably also around about the same.
You're not taking out a single Bradley with that metal stick, mate.
Still 3.
You're not taking out a single fucking one. I don't know.
What about babies?
Baby Bradleys?
Yeah.
So how many of myself is a baby?
Yeah.
Could I take out or could take out me?
Can you take out? How many babies with metal sticks would it take for you to not die?
And they're all babies of me.
Yeah.
Like clones of me as babies.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm taking most of them out.
What if it's the other way around? They've got the metal sticks. You have no weapons. How many of them can you survive and defeat?
How old are these babies? 18 months?
Sure.
Yeah. They're not even holding the stick right.
But they have the same intelligence as you. They're just in the body of a baby.
Yeah, intelligence isn't what matters, that's just strength.
So how many?
I'm taking out hundreds of those babies.
Hundreds?
Genuinely. They're in the bodies of babies.
Yeah.
Even if they have the stick, they can't hold the stick. They're not being able to lunge that stick. I'm kicking them to death. I'm genuinely taking out hundreds of those babies.
Oh.
How about you? How many Hectors?
Probably also the same, I guess.
We could take it. You could easily forget the Hector part. You could easily kill hundreds of babies who only have big metal sticks. You could. Don't sell yourself short, man. You could totally kill hundreds of those babies.
Thanks, man.
If you really tried.
Thank you.
All right. Let's just go small. How many Hectors do you think it would take for you to lift an elephant? Don't even have to kill it. The elephant can be asleep. You just have to lift it off the ground.
15 to 20 Hectors?
No, way more. Do you think 20 Hectors is lifting a fully grown elephant?
I think so.
No.
I think
I don't think that's true.
You said just lift it off the ground, so like just lift it a tiny bit.
No. You got lifting it off the ground like over your head.
Well, you didn't say that. Well,
I thought that was
definitely
obvious.
more than 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess 40.
40? I still think you're saying. I think that's too small. I think it would take.
I'm very strong. I can lift that elephant myself.
I think it's going to take, for me at least, I think it's going to take 60 to 80 Bradleys to lift that elephant overhead.
I see.
And some of those Bradleys are dying. Yeah.
How many...
No more?
I got nothing.
Alright, last one. How many Hectors... okay, no, so I'm going to reword the question. Affinity Hectors versus the sun.
Definitely I'd win. Infinity Hectors versus the sun, I'd win.
But the sun is also infinite in this scenario. So the sun will keep burning forever. It's still you.
That is, it's
changing nothing. Yeah, it's
stalemate.
Still, no, it's still you. Because even if the sun keeps burning forever, you're also going to keep going forever. But it's not a stalemate because even if you don't destroy that sun is still, it's not a moral victory, essentially.
It's not a moral victory. Yeah, right. Yeah.
And the sun doesn't know what it's doing, but you're actively, surviving.
But I'm also a bad person.
No. Because
if I destroy the sun, then everyone on Earth will die.
Well, if there's infinite you, I think everyone on Earth's already dead at that point. Something has happened, Yeah. How about Superman? How many Hectors do you think it's going to take to kill Superman?
With any weapons?
All of you, no matter how many Hectors you've got, you have a single kryptonite bullet.
Oh. I don't know.
One of you could do it if you're a good enough shot. With that single kryptonite bullet.
Maybe, okay. So what I'd do is I'd get 10,000 Hectors and we would all compete each other in games of shooting until we get the best Hector out of those 10,000 who's got the best, cleanest shots. And then that person goes against Superman.
See, that's a good shout. What I was going to suggest is that you get, I think 10,000 is a good number, pretty good number. You get 10,000 Superman, 10,000 Bradleys to essentially dogpile Superman.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't matter who's doing it. You carry the gun into the middle, and then one of you just gets a shot in.
I see.
Yeah.
See, mine has opportunity for a montage.
That's true.
Yeah.
So does mine.
That's
of the
true.
gun being passed.
Yeah.
And Superman being like, "Get off me, Bradleys!" Like, there's so many of you. You're like, yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah.
How long have we been recording?
1 hour and 30 minutes. We spent half an hour talking about stupid, dumb hypotheticals.
I think it's a good, honestly, anyone listening to this, if you've got nothing to talk about your friend, begin that chain of questioning, because there's a lot, it tells you a lot about the person too. Like, I've learned today that Hector underestimates ninjas, but overestimates snakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
This might be the weirdest one, because we barely had anything to talk about, and then we spoke about for half an hour about us.
Alright, here's the real question. How many clones of yourself would it take to fuck your twin brother?
What the fuck is wrong with you, Hector? What a weird fucking question.
That's a weird question, isn't it?
What the fuck did you just say? Oh my god.
And that is the end of the podcast.
Yeah, that might be the final episode. Jesus. Look at a sick fuck. But yeah, I think that is it. How many Hectors would it take to screw in a light bulb?
None. Because I would have paid someone to do it.
That's not the answer I was going to say.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say 3. 1 to actually do it, and the other 2 to just fucking code. Something like that. I don't know.
It's gone downhill rapidly.
Let's just end it here.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.